I have a question to you and to some other experts who just happen not to be human after all, but I would love to ask this question to you. First, how can the world influence a country that does not follow international law and violates the UN Charter? Briefly, is there a way?
On English, I would like to say that Russia now is outlaw state. If we are talking about the international community, that's why for international community, it is necessary to bring Russia to the civilized communication and civilized status. This can be done by military force, by sanctions, and by other pressure which can be made by civilized international community against outlaw state.
I accept that as an answer. Let me ask someone who, as I mentioned, is actually not a human. Only God knows the answer to my previous question, but he's obviously too busy to answer. So we ask Deus Ex Machina. ChatGPT answers our question today. Dealing with a country that does not follow international law and violates the UN Charter can be complex and challenging. However, there are several ways in which the international community can attempt to influence such a country and hold it accountable for its actions. Number one, diplomatic pressure. Engaging in diplomatic efforts, including dialogues, negotiations, and mediations, can be essential in trying to persuade the country to change its behavior and adhere to international law. This may involve bilateral talks or multilateral discussions involving other nations or international organizations. In this term, I have a question. Do you believe personally that Russia is ready to comprehend any information that comes abroad from awful West, from the West that wants to destroy Russia, because this is what the Kremlin tells to Russians, and Russians are happy to believe in this. So now we're talking about, let's talk about that. How? They're not listening. Or we just need to, be engaged in conversations just between ourselves, like today.
That's why it is necessary to bring Russia to the state when Russia will be forced to listen. I am talking about diplomatic pressure, sanctions, military forces from Ukraine, and all other options which are available in accordance to the international law, into the rules of civilized communication. So yes, Russia now is not listening, but that's why it is necessary not to stop and to continue pressure with all available tools to bring Russia to the state when it will be forced to listen. Now we can say that there is certain change of understanding. Just remember the February of 2022
and the
demands of Russia against Ukraine in February 2022. So actually it was demands of capitulation of Ukraine, of total capitulation. Now these demands are absolutely different. They're saying that, okay, maybe we agree to negotiate, but on our conditions, at least these conditions. So this changes that, to my mind, this change of position shows that pressure is rather high, and even Russia being so cruel, let's say in such words, and being so outlaw within the international community, even Russia do understand slightly, step by step, that it is necessary to change position and try and at least start to negotiate. Of course, it's not enough. And again, that's why I'm coming back to my initial point. It is necessary to bring Russia to such state when it will be forced to listen and to communicate.